So Freeland Spirits, as all good things, started with a couple gals drinking whiskey. My friend Corey Carmen is a rancher in Eastern Oregon, and anytime she comes to town, we drink whiskey together. And over one of these fateful whiskey nights, we're looking at this bottle of Kentucky bourbon, and we're like, who's the farmer that grew the grains? Where do these grains come from? What's the story? We didn't really see a lot of story in the spirits. And so she said, I'll grow it if you make it. And here we are today. I got really excited about thinking of having an all-women team to really celebrate women in industries where they didn't typically exist, like ranching and also with distilling. So I began my search for a female distiller, knowing there was only a few in the world. One happened to be in Bend, Oregon. Molly has a background in chemistry, has a master's in distilling from Scotland, and was running production at a small distillery in Bend. I went out there, threw her over my shoulder, drug her back to Portland, and we embarked on making gin. Freeland is named after my grandma Freeland, who never touched a drop of booze in her life and now has more than she could have ever dreamed of. I grew up in her garden in Texas with her, and so Molly and I really wanted to think of how could we think of our gin as Meemaw's garden gin. And so we wanted to use fresh ingredients. The challenge with that is fresh ingredients die in our still, who we call Hell Bitch. It's a large 500-gallon copper pot still, but if you put fresh ingredients into Hell Bitch, they die because of the heat. So Molly had a wonderful idea about a rotovap, which is a tool for vacuum distillation. So we use fresh cucumber, mint, rosemary, thyme, and honey, grown locally, in combination with 14 other botanicals that go through the Hell Bitch. We now have a bourbon on the market it's a sourced bourbon that we get from another distillery. I knew when I had that fateful night with Corey that it was going to be many years till we get to our own whiskey. So the bourbon is being finished in local Elk Cove Pinot Noir barrels to give it a local terroir while we wait for our own rye whiskey to be ready. We also have a Geneva that we just released, taking that future rye whiskey base and adding botanicals to it. And next month, we are releasing our first canned product, a canned gin and tonic. We're really excited about it. The canned cocktail phenomenon is really taking off. I would say quality is lagging behind that. So we want our canned gin and tonic to be just as delicious as what you get out of our tasting room on Northwest Vaughan. The funding side of it has been just about every source I can scrap together, starting with a crowdfunding campaign, a bank loan, closed on an investment round in the fall, and considering our next round currently. So that is the story of Freeland. I hope you all enjoy it this evening. Thank you.